What's up, Angry? How you doing, man? Sh Just been super busy. Hear you there, man. I hear you there. It's been insane here, but trying to keep it together. Yes, yes, yes. And I've got cats crawling all over me too. All right, I've got to get to work on this. So my plan. Oh, and Angry, while I've got you here, uh, could you go ahead and send me because I need to get these done. The what you call it, the blank covers that you hooked me up with. Could you go ahead and whenever you get a chance, send me a message just what your concept was? Because as soon as I want to get those, I need to get those done. I've got whatchamacallit, where did my paintbrush? Oh, there they are. I've got them here, and I need to get those done. It's on my. I've got almost 3/4 of the commissions penciled in here. I just got to do a. Some of them are black and white, but a lot of them are color this time. Yeah, if you could hook me up with that, and then I'll try to get those as quick as I can. 'Cause, I was cleaning house today, and I happened upon those in my comic section. I was like, I need to get those done." Plus, I've been working on those sketch cards, so it's kind of perfect timing. And welcome anybody here watching, anybody and everybody. Just getting things organized here. It's been a while since I've done any kind of YouTube stuff, but figured out figured I might as well just try to knock out a dozen birds with one stone. So, with that in mind, my cat just hopped up and knocked over water on my pallet, everything, and so I'm in cleanup mode right now. But that's what cats are for, right? Choo choo choo. How to do on dude, yeah, I got I think it was about 25 pre-commissions. Then I worked on another 17 during the con, and then I got another 22 afterwards. So I think there was 64 total. Yeah, 64 total, which is great. Um, and my friend Daniel came and helped me out, and it was huge. He was a huge help, man. I really don't know what I yeah, I don't know what I would have done without. I don't know what I could do without with if I could do this without a helper, an assistant, because I'm just so busy drawing and painting the whole time. But that's a good thing. No, it went really well. Everybody seemed to be happy with what was going on, and now it's time to. Actually, I wasn't on my own. I had my friend. Yeah, sorry, I had my friend help. But I was gonna try it on my own, but then I decided to ask him, and he said yes. So yeah, I just really like needed his help a lot. Yeah, it's actually my friend from here in this area. T- 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 So as you could tell, life has been nuts since September and still is. I'm hoping it calms down for you. All right, yeah, I hear there, man. Um, I'm so indecisive with what I mean. I've just been working as far as colors are concerned. I used to have it split up like watercolor and acrylic ink and this and that, but this time around, I'm just doing mixed media, and then it's either color, and I just decide on my own what I'm going to use. Oh, definitely Deadpool. I think I had like a dozen Deadpool ones. Deadpool and Wolverine. And then the thing that was really challenging about this one was there wasn't a whole lot of outside of Deadpool and Wolverine, there weren't a whole lot of like if you know the Venom, Wolverine, Deadpool, and then everything else was like, you know, just randoms. I think two Doctor Stranges, and then just like one-offs of like many different characters. Trying to decide what to. I've penciled this all in, so I'm going to go in it with watercolor. Turn this around here, and I'm gonna. I don't know. I might start off with like some kind of gray tone on this first, and then go back over it with. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know why. Just have that feeling. Sometimes you get that feeling. Tells you to start off with some kind of. Yeah, I'll just start off with a gray tone. I don't know why. So I've penciled this in I worked at Tully's today, penciled this in, and then I'm gonna go over this with yeah, I just feel like doing this, I don't know why. It's like every time I work on a piece, it's almost like every one of them is a new experience, a new experiment. I don't I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I always like to try things out. Like, "Oh, let's try it out on a commission." But I quite like doing this, working a pencil, then going over it with one tone, and then going back over that. I think this is gonna work. I've been working, yeah, a lot with like I'll go in with watercolors, acrylic inks, Posco pens, and gouache, and just kind of play around with things. And I try to stick to like very simple. Like I don't try to get too complicated with the colors. I just try to stick to simple 2 or 3 colors, and that's it. I don't want to work more than that. When I start doing that, I get a little bit confused. I know myself, I know myself. I'm just gonna leave that. Oh, I need to get my. All right. I'm gonna do something real quick here. South with the knife, but I don't know where. All right, let me try to do this real quick. I'm going to put a notice up on Instagram, so just bear with me for here a second. I forgot to do that. I just haven't live streamed in a millennia, so just trying to get back in the swing of things here. All right. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. All right. I'm actually making one for whatchamacallit, for Instagram. I should have done this before I started. Oh well, better late than never. All right. Let me just should take me about another 5 minutes or so, and maybe at that time this will have dried. Alrighty. Okay, let's see what I got going on here. Hope you had a good New Year's. I basically was able to start relaxing from the 31st. Well, 31st at night, and I chilled out in the first, and then half of the second chilled out, and then came back home and started working again. But there's just like a ton of stuff I gotta I don't even know where to begin. I'm just hoping that I could get it all settled before I head out to the States in March. So I've got to work on a new set of Star Wars cards coming my way. Yeah, that's coming up in March, WonderCon. But uh, they asked me to fill out this tax form from California, and I've done it, but I haven't heard back that it went through or not. I think everybody's still on vacation there. It's my first time doing something in the States, so it's different than it is here in Japan, big time. My niece is getting married there, and then um, whatchamacallit? Yeah. So just got these commissions to finish. Got a English textbook that I'm working on for a friend. Well, it's a paid job though. And then I just got another commission yesterday. Yeah, just a billion and one things to do, but it's good. Let me just put this up on Instagram real quick. I'm just gonna add it to my stories. Yeah, WonderCon's the first one I'm gonna be the first one in the States that I've ever done. Well, the first one outside of Japan that I've ever done. Nope, don't want that. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Okay, I just noticed I was on the wrong account here on Instagram. There we go. Just a couple more minutes here. All right. Hmm. Well, that's not what I want. Let's try that again. There we go. That'll work. Okay, got that added. Now I'm ready to go. All right, let me get my dryer hooked up here. Okay, there we go. Awesome. So just to let you know what I've done here so far, I started off with it's a commission of Deadpool from the movies. So just got up a reference photo, drew that in pencil, did some shading with the pencil, same pencil. It's 3B. I use these. It's 3B, but I use these. Whatchamacallit, Stadler lead the Staedtler pencil with the lead insert ones, mechanical pencil. Then I go over that with I went over that with just a black wash, just like a gray wash on the figure. Then I went and just did like a black and blue, like a very cool blue mixed with the black. Just did that on the around the figure real quick. Now I'm going to go in here with my reds and just color over this and then not go too crazy with it. The only thing is I need to choose. I've got like 4 different options when it comes to my reds up here. And I only just want to use one, so I'm going to go with this one right here. It's kind of like it's more on the cooler side, but it has a little bit of. Well, what I could do is go in there with a. I could do that actually. Oh, hey, what's up, Bandito? How you doing, man? House sitting for my folks and got work tomorrow morning. Oh, good, good, good. Yeah, I have to get these commissions done because I've got a set of. Hopefully, they're on their way. Well, hopefully they'll be here. Uh, when they're expected to arrive on um, Tuesday. Set of 100 Star Wars sketch cards are expected to arrive on Tuesday, and I got to start working on those. But I can't work on them live because I have to keep them secret. I can't show them to the public until they're out for purchase on the market. I've actually done one set, but I don't even know if those are on the market. And I've done 2 sets. Have I done 2 sets or 3? How many have I done? 2. It's funny. I thought this one was a little bit more of a warmer red, but because of that black wash I did over the figure, it's turning it into almost like a cool red. Like I said, everything I do is almost like an experiment. Could be a bit of pain in the butt sometimes when you're looking for consistency. But again, get in all of your tones with the pencil, and then you don't have to worry too much about whenever you lay it over the watercolor. Lay over the watercolor. It just kind of works out. There we go. I'm kind of trying to approach a lot of the pieces that I do like this, like I did with the Joker piece I did of from the movie version of well of the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. I had a commission that, and I tried this method with it, and it seemed like it was did very well, and I was happy with it. So I'm going to try to push that style more. I've got, let's see, I got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 out of the 22 completely finished. 4 of them sent off to customers. Now I've got, how many do I have penciled? I think I've got about 8 to 10 of them penciled in that I gotta color. And then I have to send those off, and then hopefully I'll have everything off done by next week. That's my goal. Because 'Cause I'm also working on a logo mark for my friend for his beer company that he's opening, brewing company. Uh, Another friend's got we're working on the 3rd book of a series of books that he has published for children's English class. And I need to work on some new pieces to take with me to the States. So I've been working in my sketchbook a lot because I this is something I started to do at Osaka Comic Con this year, was just take pages out of my sketchbook and sell them. Because it's nice to have them in a sketchbook and all, but they're just going to sit there. So why not be at somebody else's home? And I get a lot of my it's crazy. I get some of my best work done in my sketchbook. So figured it's almost like paintings I have sitting around the house. It's like I would rather them be sitting in somebody else's house than mine. So let's try to get this dark, a little bit darker. Dude, it feels like Tokyo Comic Con was ages ago, but it was literally just a month ago. Well, a little bit more than a month ago. Less than a month ago. It's crazy how that time flies by. Now, the reason I'm doing these on live, well, it's kinda like 2 birds and 1 stone. I use the video that I record from YouTube, and I make, time-lapse videos that I send to my customers. Um, I do it for the customers, that order them to be delivered because they have to pay for the delivery cost, so I like to give them this as a little present and a thank you for, supporting me, paying the extra money to help me out. So that's what I'm kind of debating about, like, what to do when I go to the States. I think I might extend my stay there just in case I get commissions there that I can't get finished during the con, and, stay in the States a little bit longer, and then that way I'll have time to finish the pieces and send them off there. go. There's a lot of, when it comes to this watercolor, just going over the same part over and over again, just trying to layer it up, get some darker values working. I always find that it's easier to make your light parts pop out more by putting in the darker values around them. Something I always tell my art students is like, you can sit there and paint and paint and paint at something, try to make it bright, but the easiest way to make it bright is to paint around it. Thanks for everybody who's stopping by here and checking out the stream. I appreciate you stopping by here. Hope you all had a good New Year's. Uh, I'll be going back to English teaching work on Monday, but today I went to the coffee shop and I did the Rorschach painting, the Venom painting, and I did the pencils for this. And then I worked on my sketchbook for a little bit because I like to mix it up. So today in my sketchbook, I kind of did some touch-ups on this Venom piece I've been working on. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this Venom piece. That's in my sketchbook. Work on that. These are some pieces I've done recently in the sketchbook. There's the Wolverine one, and there's another Venom one, a Joker, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Batman, Venom, and this crazy alien looking thing. I was quite tired when I was working on that one. So I just take those to the Comic Con and put those up for sale as well. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I can also speak Japanese if you're a Japanese listener. So if you have questions in Japanese or in English, feel free to ask them. Those are the only two languages I can speak, and just a very, 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 very small amount of Spanish. Very, 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 very little. There we go. Start to come together here. I'm basically just working in 3 colors here right now. Got this um, red that I'm working with, which is kind of in between. It's more on the cooler side, but it has a little bit of warmth to it. And then actually just 2 colors, black, blue, and this warm, this red. I should work on more places. I need to start working around the painting instead of just one area. It could be a bad habit. Whenever I work, I like to, and if you watch most of my time-lapse videos, you can see I work around the whole painting. I don't like to just finish one area, then go to the next. I find that picture has a balance to it, and you can go into one area and just work and work and work on it, and it looks great. And then you go to work on another area, and the area that you thought was perfect doesn't look so perfect anymore. So I just tend to kind of like mess around on the whole painting and then kind of bring it all together. And I'll probably go in there with some gouache afterwards and kind of like touch up a couple places. But to make some of these reds dark, I mean, you do have the option of going in there with like a complementary color over the red to turn it, give it shadows, but I like to just use a black. Mix that red with some black. I'll go through phases though. It just kind of depends on the painting, I guess. Some of the painting asks you to do something. You don't really have a choice. Painting says, do this. I go, okay. I find whenever I turn off my mind and just let it, let the hand go free, that I have a better results. When I start being too conscious what I'm doing, things seem to tighten up and not feel as loose. So just kind of turn off the brain. Just have fun. Hey, what's up there, Grant Mathieson? How's the weather? Well, over here it's cold, but we had wonderful, wonderful New Year's weather here. Uh, no rain, no clouds, just beautiful sun, but sunny skies. It was cold, but not too cold. I'm personally a fan of the cold weather. So, how about you? Did you have a good New Year? And did you the weather hold up for you? I have a feeling I'm going to spend a long time on this. I was like, I'll just knock this out real quick. And then I always end up spending a lot more time on these than I. New Year's was fine thank you. Though lots of family with cold and flu. Ah, yes. Well, we actually had, my daughter had the flu, oh, uh, a week before New Year's. She got it on Christmas Day. She was fine like the couple days after that. And then my father-in-law was sick. Um, they said he didn't have the flu, but he had the flu. He had all the symptoms and everything. Uh, yeah, him and my daughter got well up around the same time. So we lucked out there. Luckily, me and the missus didn't catch it. Where are you at there, Grant Mathewson? Wait a second. Is that's not you, Grant Gregory, is it? Oh, Scotland. Oh, okay. Scotland. I've been to Scotland just once. I loved it. Had a great time there. Want to get back someday. Negative Ghost Rider. Ah, okay. Oh, wait a second. Ghost Rider. Your gray pile of shame? Are those all of your New Year's resolutions that you failed to meet this last year? I'm gonna guess that's maybe is it Warhammer stuff? And we call all unmade models. Oh, all unmade models. Okay, I gotcha. I figured it was a Warhammer thing. I need to give myself a time limit with these, but I find that the ones that I do at home, which is another kind of positive of doing pre-commissions, is I tend to spend more time on the ones at home than I do at the ones during the con, because the con, you're kind of like on time limit. You pace yourself differently. Kevo has a big gray pile of shame, my hero. Yeah. Wonder if that, how that is it Amazon that he's going through to do it? Or Netflix? Can't remember. Amazon just got the green light last month. Yeah, I saw that he got the green light with that. So hopefully he'll be able to make his dream come true with it. He deserves something to go well after the shafting that he got from the Witcher series. I actually enjoyed a lot what was happening that first season, and then I checked out a couple of the episodes from the second. Was like, this isn't no, this isn't what we got in the first season. Didn't even bother with it. Mhm. I'm debating whether or not to. You could take a black and mix it with a yellow ochre and kind of this red. I could get this brown look. I'll just do that. Yeah, you could tell too. I'm really spending a lot of time on this commission. But oh well. If I worked with gouache, it would go a lot quicker because gouaches are so opaque. And I find it could be this paper too, because I use it's a cotton-based watercolor paper from Watson. It's a Japanese company. And sometimes I'm not. mm, But I like the fact that it's printed. They have it on blocks, so you don't have to worry about taping down your paper. It's got this glue. The pages, the outside of the pages are glued together. That way, when you're finished, there's like a little opening in one of the pages at the top page between the pages in the center, and you just stick like a straight edge in there, and you pull up, and the glue isn't really like that strong of an adhesive, so the page it stops it. It's strong enough to keep the page from bending while you're working on it, but weak enough to where you can uh, use just like a you know cutter knife or something like that. Just pop in there and then peel the page up. I like it because it's easy to work that way, but you're gonna definitely get better quality with your colors if you work on, say, for example, archives, arches watercolor paper. That's like the king of color watercolor papers. Just gonna go in there and pop in a couple of these places, kind of. I like to work. Yeah, sometimes I'll pop in like another red too, a different hue. Mix it with a little bit of black. It's coming together. I need to use this thicker watercolor brush. When you dry the watercolors, it helps them from lifting up. So I was doing a lot of wet into wet, and makes it a bit difficult for the colors to get really um, deep, I guess. Yeah, it's a lot better when you dry it. And I'll go back in there with some gouache, add some highlights here and there. I'm not going to work too much more into this. I want to kind of keep it. I don't need to go uber detailed with it. I really like what's going on in this section up here, though. It's so difficult because the piece looks so much better in person than it does on video, and uh, when I scan it in. I apologize for the silence. But I'm just thinking about all these. Sometimes I'm trying to come up with this new design for my A4 print um, uh, kind of like spinner rack and my postcard ones that I'm going to take to America. So my goal is to try to get my luggage lighter because I'm going to be lugging that all around everywhere. So I've kind of got this idea for a new one. It's just a matter of making kind of a dummy one and then drawing up the schematics for it, making up a dummy one, and then doing the real thing. Because I want to make one that you can disassemble and reassemble. It's light, but will survive the trip. Accommodates one where you could display 12 prints and 12 or maybe 16 postcards. 16 postcards and 12 prints. Yeah, it's starting to come together here. Again, you do layer after layer after layer, and then something like this starts popping out. I love it when that happens. Just patience. Let the piece come together. Not trying to force it. And I'm going to hold off on my. I get always tempted to break out the white gouache and kind of add some highlights and stuff, but I gotta hold off on that. Again, if I want to make this gun brighter, just paint around it, and that'll make the gun pop out more. There we go. What's up, Mr. Grant Gregor there? How you doing? Yeah, man, I was hanging out too. I just it's so difficult with these sketch card jobs I get. I can't do them while I'm online, and they take up so much time. I mean, they're great work to have, but um, yeah, we gotta do something. I see you on Sporkins sometime. Yeah, I've made the decision. Well, I haven't um, told all my students yet, but I'm going to be decreasing my English teaching hours from. It's been a gradual decrease, but I'm going to be going um, to only 2 days a week instead of 3 days a week from from this coming April. And then hopefully, you know, hopefully if everything goes well, then the year after that, we'll see what happens. But just um, if I get accepted to other Comic Cons around the world, I just don't have time to teach English anymore. That's what I want to do. I want to. Oh no, I'm going here with my Pusco pen. I love these pens. Yeah, yeah. 59 away from monetization. I'm 59 away. Oh, I am. Man, I haven't done YouTube in forever. I've been so bad about it. Like, I just I tend to go through phases of things, and it's a bad habit of me, but I need to get back into the swing of doing it on a regular basis. It's a goal, but I am going to start doing more pieces. Like I've done a ton of sketch cards with scenes of multiple characters doing things, and I want to do that in a larger size. Like what I first started off doing whenever I started on this kind of work, I was doing like remember those scenes I was doing like fantasy scenes or sci-fi scenes. I want to get back into that and make prints and posters of that kind of stuff. That's what I really want to do. And I feel like I'm getting a lot better with the gouache techniques that I've been working on. It was funny because I've always loved my black and white stuff more than my color. But when I had to go through and choose pieces that I really enjoyed from this past year that I did for that, for the 2024 highlights, like the majority of them were color pieces, and I was just like, "Oh wow, that's a good sign," because I'm feeling more confident about my color. And I think one thing that I did that really helped out was I just simplified my palette. If I work on a color piece, I only use yeah, those ones. I need to do something like that again, Grant. But I just what I do is I only use three three colors maximum, and no matter what it is, I just stick to those three colors. And what I've done to and I tend to not go by that with my watercolor as much, even though I am trying it with that with this piece very much. Um, oh, I didn't see that part. Uh, yeah, I need to. I don't know. I'm addicted to working with color as well, so it's just a balance. It is one of those things too, where it's like I go back and forth. But this time around, Before, I was getting a lot more sketches or commissions, uh, black and white commissions, and this time around, I the majority of them were color, like without a doubt. And so that's a good sign that my color work is becoming more appreciated. But yes, I still like to work in black and white, especially my sketchbook. I was just showing some of the work I've been doing lately in the sketchbook. Where's it at? Oh, darn it. What's it doing here? Where's it at? Yeah, this is some of the work I've been doing in my sketchbook lately. What I do is I just take these sketches and cut them out of the sketchbook and then just sell them at the cons, and they seem to be very like there's a Wolverine piece, there's Venom, Joker, Ghost Rider, there's a Wolverine. It's messed up Batman. I was very tired. And then yeah, there's another Venom. I'm not over enthralled about that one, but I'm messing around with the alien there. Yeah. So I tend to work with my sketchbook like that, and I just take those out and sell them, and they're really popular. The black and white ones are really popular. So before the con starts, I always do about, geez, man, this time around, I think I did maybe 14 or 15 new pictures once I got to Tokyo. And then while I was at the con, it was just a ton of work, man. I think during the con, I did close to 50 or 60 pictures. And I've posted most of them up on the. Yeah, yeah, thanks, man. But I still am really addicted to like doing the color pieces too. I'll show you what I do here in a second. Hold on one second. I've been studying color and light through James Gurney's kind of a book that he wrote about it. No, I don't need that. And what I do is I've trying to work in triads, which are just three colors, and um, I find that whenever I simplify in my palette, it works a lot better that way. I'll show you what I do. So I've made a ton of these too because I mean people ask for color commissions, so yeah. So I've just done a ton of triads, like for example, lemon yellow flame, red and ivory black, turquoise blue, carmine. I do I just make all of these. And then if I have a character or a picture that I'm working on, I'll kind of pull these out and then go, okay, well, this one I've done a lot of doodling on. Let's work with this color scheme or whatever. This is when I got the cobalt blue. So I did cobalt blue with a mixture of different yellows and different reds. Make these and it kind of helps me concentrate on what I'm doing. Yeah, James Gurney's insanely amazing. A great teacher too. He knows how to teach it. Oh yeah, of course. Like you just say the three colors, and I mix them up and try to think of something that would go with it. Sure. Yeah, that'd be cool. Depending on if I have the colors or not. But just depends if I have the colors that you're asking for. I have a limited number of uh, gouache that I work with whenever I do those triads. They're mainly in gouache, but I do that in oils as well. I've started doing that in oils. I'll just pick like 3 different colors. There's a system, I can't remember the name of it. It's based on an artist's name where he would use like I think it was just like ivory black or Mars black. I can't remember one of the two. He didn't use blue. He used titanium white, a certain type of red, and yellow, and that's all he used. Might have even been I can't remember which one it was, but there's a system of it's to get blues. You use grays. Can't remember the name of the system. Invisible. Sure. That's a good triad. That third color is pretty cheap to buy too, depending on the maker though. Did you have a good New Year's there, Grant? I'll catch you every once in a while on Sporkings, um, talking about House of the Dragon or the kooky tinfoil stuff. And thanks again to everybody who's watching. Um, I was hoping to get a bunch done tonight, but it looks like I'm just working on this one a lot. I'm just having fun coloring this. Where's the black and white ones that I did today? I finished a couple black and white ones. Oh, this is Zorn. X-Men Zorn. Glad to see you doing well. Miss hanging with you been too long. All right, man. Good night. Yeah, we'll have to try to hang out again, man. Um, oh yeah, this is the Venom that I did today. A black and white going on there. And where's the other one? I did a Rorschach today. Where's that at? Oh no, that's a Sonic one that I'm going to be working on later. Where's the Rorschach? Rorschach, where did you go? Oh yeah, there's the Rorschach. Well, good night there, Grant. It's good to see you, man. That's the Rorschach that I worked on earlier, and I've got a bunch to color. Like, for example, there's this Gandalf that I've got to do. Him in his in the library. What else is there? I have to work on. Um, there's all these little small ones. Dwayne Rock from Red One. Newt. Fantastic Beast. Hello, Mrs. Flu. How you doing there? Thank you. Usagi Yojimbo. This one's going to be in color as well. Moon Knight. Who else have we got here? Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, and then I've got to color this Deadpool one. I think I have to color this. Oh no, maybe this is just black and white. Oh no, I have to color this. Yeah, so it's another Deadpool one. And then what else is there that I have to work on? I thought there was another one somewhere. Was there? I don't think so. That's all I've got done so far. So all those penciled ones, I gotta go back. Somalia is facing up 10 years. Since finally going. Yeah. Hell with that guy. He's just a dumbass. A Dumas. How have you been doing, Mrs. Flu? Hope you had a good New Year's there. I love these little Posco pens. Or Posca pens, sorry. So after I finish all of these, to be honest, this one, the coloring's taken a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but oh well. Yeah, my goal is to, I really need to get these done soon. Posca pens. Um, they really good about whenever you want to just go in there with some thin white lines or other like they've got in them a bunch of different colors, but they're little marker pens. They work great on going over other colors, other kinds of paints. They're really opaque, which is great. You just go in there and give some details to things. I've got a bunch of them. Hey, what's up, Low Spec? How you doing there? Good to see you. I try not to use these too much at the beginning stage or the middle stage. I try to use them at kind of the end stage. It's getting close to being done here, this one. I honestly could call it finished right now, but I like to try to push things a little too far. Oh well. I feel like coming in here with just a little bit of some vibrant reds. Like I was saying earlier, I just it's difficult for me. I've had wow. Osaka Comic Con back in May, my friend hooked me up with this the Batman or sorry, the DC Dark Knight Metals comic sketch cards work. And after I did that, I applied to Topps trading cards for the Star Wars ones, and then I got that contract as well. And I've had 4 different sets to work on since last May. And basically, those all of them take like a couple of months to work on. So when you do the math, that's like 8 months, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Basically brought me up to Tokyo Comic Con. So the whole time I'm working on those and teaching English and trying to do, I got a commission doing like a curry package design for a local town, and that ended up being a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, which is not a bad thing because I got paid extra. But I'll just, man, time just the months just flew by. I haven't been watching much of anything on YouTube or I just don't have time. So that's why I'm going to be decreasing my art, not my art, sorry, my English schedule from this coming April. I just, it's a move I've had to make, and I've been pushing it off for the longest time because it's a definite income. It's a steady income. So I promise to try to do these more on a regular basis um, when I can. So most likely I'll be doing them because my daughter has a lot of stuff on the weekends now. When they get older here in Japan, well, I think this probably goes with most places in the world, but you just get more and more activities on the weekend. And she does ballet, dancing, piano, and so and then there's school activities as well. And now my wife is extremely busy with her Instagram is just kicked off. She's got students that she teaches online. She has oh my gosh, I'm spending way too much time on this. Um, and I help out with that as well. So it's like schedule's packed. But at the same time, you got to make time for people who want to see you do your work. So yeah, there's that. Speaking of which, on the 9th, I'll be on um, Roman's stream, uh, doing some live art there and talking about Pitch Black. So that should be fun. It's always fun on there. I just listen to them and draw. I, I'll butt in every once in a while and say something, but their knowledge completely surpasses mine. This picks us. This is therapeutic. I just love working on this. Yeah, I could do it because Fridays. Friday's my art day. Thursday and Friday right now are my art days, and Saturday as well. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday's like family day. Yeah, try to. Yeah, Riddick. Yeah, this is what it's looking like up close. There you go. I'm just going to work on this just a little bit more. I think it's getting to a point where it's So what I've been doing a lot lately is I've been working in really like rendering the piece and spending a lot of time working on pen and then going over the pen with like watercolors or acrylic inks. But I'm kind of out of that phase right now. I'm trying to work where I just work with pencil and watercolor and gouache. I find it looks a bit cleaner and it really allows for the paint to take center stage. I don't know if that's difficult to understand. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass, but that's how I feel. So there's that. Yeah, there's some great things happening in this picture right now. And again, it's so difficult to tell on video. You lose so much. There we go. Yes, Riddick. I haven't watched that movie in a long time, so I'll have to do my homework. Mrs. Flu, if you could do me a huge favor, um, I have a huge favor to ask. I don't know if you can ask Tox to do this, or actually, I should probably email Tox about it. But yeah, um, concerning a piece for that comics was supposed to have gotten and he didn't get. And what I want to do is, while I'm in the States, I want to hook him up with something. Um, and I sent comics a mail to his Gmail and to um, Twitter as well, but haven't got response yet. But I would really like to do another piece for him and send it to him while I'm in the States. I'm not really familiar with that game. Not much of a gamer myself. There we go. I've really spent a lot of time on this. I hope the customer likes it. Again, just trying to use a very, very, very limited palette. Dun, dun, dun. All right, almost finished with this one. I might call it a night after this one because it's almost 11 o'clock, and then I'll wake up and start at it again tomorrow with like a fresher eyes. I'm happy with it though. I haven't done a full color piece in a. When's the last one I did? Probably during the con. Again, with this, I think it could be the paper, but you have to do a bunch of different, like a bunch of layers to really get these colors to pop out. But when they do pop out, it's worth it. It's worth the effort. I was really happy with how the Superman one came out that I did for um, one the commission I did the Christopher Reeves one. And that one I did in gouache as well. I've just been on a gouache hook as of late. It's funny, one of the first gouache pieces that I did that I felt, "Oh, okay, I'm going in the right direction," is the one that, Mrs. Flu actually bought off me of Red Sonja, and then that just kinda kicked it off. I got the hook on that, got the gouache hook. Like I was saying before, if I really want this red to pop out, make it darker around it. That'll make your lights look brighter. Another thing that I realized is I saw heavy metal is trying to make a comeback, the magazine. Well, it has made a comeback, and it really looks like they're trying to go back to old form, because it lost popularity because it went down the, get woke, go broke avenue, and so they're trying to, uh, restart things, and they were looking for artists, and I love doing all this work for Comic Con, but a lot of it is just one character. And if I want to do anything for them, which, I really want to, I like that kind of genre, I have to do multiple like character interaction. I have to do fleshed out scenes. I have to do something more than what I'm doing now. And so I know what I got to do. So just go out and do it. Um, so that's a goal for this year as well. Yeah. They, I mean, they've got a bunch of really nice artists who are submitting stuff for it as well. So hopefully they're trying to. It'll be a success because it's got lovely artwork in it. I collect the uh, the older issues, the back issues. Let's just knock up the values here real quick. Go in here. Just get a little bit messy here at the end. Just like a little bit of an accent to it. There we go. Alrighty. I think I'm. Oh, you know what? I haven't hit this with the dryer lately. There we go. That's better. Alrighty. I think I'm going to call it a night on this one. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do with it. So, oh, got to put my signature on it. But let's do that in. Oh no! Ah, darn it! Oh, that pen dry out? Sure as hell did. Darn it! All right, let's do it in. Where's my red one at? Nah. There we go. Awesome. All right, it's done. The Deadpool. There we go. All right, so I'll have to send this one off on Monday. I'm going to try to send off about 5 or 6 of them on Monday. Good. I think the next one I'm going to try to do is I really want to color this Gandalf one. And this one I'm going to do the same style as well. Just use watercolors, gouache, Posca pens, and kind of go into this one. And then maybe after that, oh, actually, I need to work on this Sonic piece. Where's that Sonic piece at? Yeah, this one. Sonic. Yeah. It's the first Sonic piece I've ever done, so that should be fun. I want to get a little bit exciting with that one. And the other ones I have to color are, like I was showing you before, just do this Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, gotta color that, Usagi Yojimbo, and Newt from Fantastic Beasts, and Rock from Red One. There you go. And other pieces that I have to do later, I have to do a Scarlet Witch one. I need to do, what else do I have to work on? Venom piece is done. A Captain America one. Let's see what else I need to do. Scarlet Witch, Captain America. That one's done. That's one's done. It's done. Choo, 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 choo. Oh, I need to do another Lord of the Rings piece. A large piece. Invincible sketch card. A Transformers 1 Arita acrylic painting. And a Jim Lee Cyclops. And that's it. Cool. Knocking them out. All right, so hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get some more coloring done. I'm going to call it a night tonight, though. It's 11 o'clock. I try not to work too late, get an early sleep, and then go to wake up early, and then I find that things work out better that way. Oh, and thank you for the subscription, Eiga Kanshoman. Eiga Kanshoman. まあ、見てますかね。29前に、フォローをしていただいたので、多分まだ見てるかもしれませんよね。見てるなら、ありがとうございます。またこれから YouTube をもっと増やしていきたいと思います。All right, everybody. Thank you so much for checking out the stream, and be on the lookout for some more. I might do another live stream tomorrow, depending on timing and everything. But yeah, thank you again for stopping by, and hope you all have a great day. Oh, one more look at the Deadpool before we head out. For those of you who wanted to see, there you go. All right. Oh yeah. I it was just a random off the cuff kind of thing, Mrs. Flu. But I'll try again tomorrow, maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. I haven't decided yet, but I'll try to be better about letting you know when it's going to happen. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.